You're muted.
What's going on, everybody? It is Dylan with Out of the Draft podcast. This is season 4, episode 6. It's on the title of the podcast. I am Dylan, and
I'm
I'm
Dylan
Damon.
Allen.
Oh
Oh
shit.
Lord.
Okay. Yep.
oh,
First bug.
hey, I love it. I love it. Hold on. All right, Doug Boy, you go first.
I'm Dylan. It's that boy done.
Da,
My name's Dylan, aka DA.
Damon, aka Steelers _ boy 30.
DJ.
DJ underscore, or wait, hold up. Saints boy underscore 30 or Tree boy underscore 30. Either one.
I am Cody, aka Sheldon Creed Jr.
All right. How was y'all's week? Did y'all watch the races over the weekend? We'll get into that in a little bit, but just most importantly, how was y'all's weekend?
Chill weekend. Good
Yeah,
NASCAR weekend, I think. Not bad for some road course racing, I think.
Yeah.
yeah,
for
cannot
sure.
complain at all.
I was not available to watch all the races this weekend. I did watch the highlights, of course, but we were traveling to Florida, dealing with some personal things that we it was a fun time. Me and my wife had a good time with our family, and circumstances were not the best, but it was a good thing to be around family and whatnot. So I will not talk much about the races. I would let y'all kind of go into that. We do have a new plan where we want to rate the races instead of talking about the full outcome of the race. I think I can start off with that, and then we can just kind of go with the same list with Dunboy, Da, Damon, DJ, and then Cody. We'll just kind of go ahead and talk through those things. The truck race, to me, it was the first race at St. Pete. I didn't get to listen to the broadcast, which is honestly probably the best thing from what I heard. But overall, it looked great. I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular. I thought it was a 7 out of 10 for what the trucks was for road courses. Um, but like I said, I didn't keep up with it every single lap, so I didn't know what was going on. But that was just my grade. DC.
Yeah, I saw a good bit of it. I actually didn't mind it. I gave it like a 7.3.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that took place on Saturday, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I was not able to watch either of those. Fortunately, because I was working all day.
Yeah.
So I really can't give it a rating without lying to you. I do not want to do that to the viewers at all.
That's great. David.
I also did not watch the race, but just knowing it was at St. Petersburg, a different event and a street course, I would give the event without the racing like an 8 out of 10. It's good to get to new markets and see something different.
For sure. We also got to do a kind of a doubleheader with IndyCar. That was the first time. Which next weekend at Phoenix, we'll talk about more of that later in the show. But I think this is a big thing for American motorsports moving forward. DJ.
I watched a little bit of both the truck and O'Reilly race Saturday. Didn't really watch all of it, but watched a little bit. I'd say truck race was really nice. It was something different, like Damon said. I'd probably go around the same rate y'all did, about like a 7.5.
Cody.
I was able to watch pretty much both races all the way through. I thought the truck race was actually pretty good for being a new marketplace and like a new track in general. I didn't see how much fans were there. I wasn't able to look at to see how many fans actually made it out to the track. But I like the idea of just having a street course in the truck series. Like we've never had that, have we? That I
No.
can think of.
I mean, if we did, it was the beginning of the truck series.
Before I was born. Yeah. But no, I thought it was pretty good. I liked all the different people that were in the front. There's different people every time. I would give it about an 8.5.
That's a high rating. I'm glad. I wish I could have watched the whole thing. Like I said, I didn't really get into it a lot. I mean, I watched the first 3 laps, and then I watched the last 3 laps of stage 1, same stage 2, and then the last stage I kind of watched the last 5. So the first question we have with the trucks is: do you think we should go back? Was St. Pete a success in your eyes? Do you think we should try it again? Me personally, I do. I mean, I like the idea of being with IndyCar at least some weekends out of the year. I think it's big. I also saw a lot of fans, uh, social media like pictures like at the racetrack, and it was a beautiful facility of what they do over there. And obviously, it's IndyCar's first race of their season, and so having it with the Truck Series is actually a good idea. Or O'Reilly, um, but like the Cup, that wouldn't make sense for them because they don't get the spotlight that they deserve. Um, but yeah, I think so. How about you, DCD?
Yeah, let's go back. Why not? That was first year. We can always improve. Yeah.
Though I didn't watch it, I did see a lot of social media talk about how much they enjoyed it. Like you said, it's very stunning facility, and it seemed like a lot of the fans enjoyed the racing there. So yeah, I'd definitely give it a couple more years for sure to see if it really takes off.
Yeah, I'd also give it more. It's like I said, it's in a better market. Obviously, I think Fox liked it because they put it on Big Fox and all that, and I think that's big to get more races on Big Fox. I think that's very important for not just Cup but also Truck since it's only on Fox. So yeah, I mean, and it shows NASCAR's willingness to even play in a way like second fiddle to IndyCar. It's like a warm up for IndyCar, warm up for the fans to see the track and all that and their debut. So I definitely think we could give it more of a go or maybe venture into more things like this.
I completely agree. Even like what Dylan said, I agree. You could even move the O'Reilly series over there. I think that would be cool too. But I don't see the Cup Series going over there because I don't see the Cup Series giving up a Sunday race for IndyCar, and I don't see IndyCar saying, "Hey, we're going to race on Saturday for an opener." But I definitely think either the Trucks or O'Reilly should go back.
I like it. I like it. Cody.
Honestly, I agree with DJ having Trucks come back and O'Reilly come there as well. I think O'Reilly will put on a good show with all the different levels of drivers that you have, and especially with how aggressive they can be. And I like it. I did like Chicago when they were there in O'Reilly, but I think that was a good race as well. So they could put on the same show.
Absolutely. Well, this won't be the first street course that we have this year. Obviously, we're going to San Diego later on in the year for the Trucks, O'Reilly, and Cup Series. So I'm excited to see what type of. Is it the same vibe? Like, is it the same players? We did have a race, so we had a winner. So we're going to give our congratulations to Lane Riggs. I thought it was a great drive. What happened on the last lap? Because obviously I couldn't hear the race. I was just looking at it. Was he out of fuel? Like, what? Can someone tell me what happened on there?
I think he
He
thought
was
he was out.
yeah, he was shaking like the whole second half of the last lap, but then like it wasn't like enough for the jet ski to even get to him. It was kind of weird. But I guess he was just trying to weave back and forth to get more fuel to keep fuel in the car, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he
But like
just
down the
didn't want to
straightaway,
sputter.
yeah, because down the straightaway he was completely fine.
Yeah, I thought it was odd. I mean, obviously, like I said, I didn't hear the broadcast or I wasn't listening to the sound, but I saw him wiggling back and forth. I really thought Majeski was going to be able to get there. And I thought it was going to be one of those, truck series type of dive bomb, last lap, last corner
Oh,
type of
he
thing.
threw it in. He threw
He
it in.
threw it in there, but he threw it way too far. And I'm surprised that Majeski did that. I mean, he's a really good short track driver, really good under braking. So that was odd to me, but Lane Riggs, I mean, you're starting the year off with a win that I didn't expect you to win. Like that wasn't a track that I would say, hey, he's gonna go out here and do that. Um, with Corey Heim not being in the seat full time in the Truck Series, I think it's gonna be. I think he has a really good shot of winning the championship and by a huge margin. Any other thoughts about Lane Riggs for you guys?
Good.
Great drive. I definitely didn't expect his first win to be there. I honestly, when we did our picks last week, I didn't even expect him to be really an option. I didn't know his road course ability, so him winning on a road course already. I guess since Corey Heim's not winning all of them now, it opens it up for the field. So to see more of people's towns. But no, it's a great start for him.
Absolutely. Anybody else?
I'm good.
Alrighty.
I think
Well,
he's just a great driver. He stood out.
yeah, I agree. We're gonna move into our next thing that we just want to add on to our podcast. Is going to highlight all the finishers, and our Damon, aka Steelers Boy 30, will be in charge of all that. So go ahead and highlight top finishers for us.
Yeah, top 5 normal suspect: Riggs, Majeski, Rhodes, Smith, Honeycutt. But the niche trucks looked pretty good. Sorry if I mispronounce any of these names. I'm not too familiar. I'm familiar with these guys, but don't exactly know how to pronounce them. Landon Lewis, 45, was 6th place. Impressive for him. Andreas Perez, 7th place. Hemrick also, I mean, I'm not shocked he finished up there, but he did start 34th and on a new course that nobody's been to. Driving up to the field, getting 8th, not bad. Colin Brown, former truck winner, coming back for a truck race, finishing 9th. James Hinchcliffe, 10th, started 3rd, not bad. And then I don't know this name, so sorry if I've mispronounced this, but Ben Mayer in the 4 truck started 35th, finished 11th. That's a pretty good day for him. And DJ can confirm this one or not, but I know Dario Franchitti, if that's how I pronounce the name. I think he was running top 10 for most of the race, but ended up having gearbox issues, which put him back in the running order. I can't find. He finished 27th. I did see that. He also didn't have any cooling for most of the race, which that was a big thing in the Cup race also, and at Coda in general, I think. So he fought through a lot, but he looked good outside of the issues that he had to end the race, unfortunately.
Yeah, good. Thank you for highlighting those people with the excellent drive that they had. Sucks for Dario Franchitti because I mean, obviously, as an IndyCar person who watches all motorsports and things like that, I wanted to see him do well. I mean, he was running top 10 uh, all day until he had that gearbox issue. And then, of course, Jimmy Johnson on the pit box. That was really cool to see. Um, there was a lot of memes going out with like all these girls on social media. It was like, oh, look at all these dilfs out here in the truck series. Like, it was crazy. I was laughing my butt off. But yeah, I hope they come back. Like, whatever street course, road course, I really want Hinchcliffe and Franchitti to try it one more time because I think that if they have a little bit more practice or a little bit more seat time, I think they could actually contend with the top 5 more than just the top 10.
Even a track that they've ran at before. I don't know exactly what tracks that they've ran at personally, but if trucks go to one of them and that they've ran at, give them a shot there and they can be more competitive.
I'm pretty sure Franchitti was like running top 5
Yeah,
most of
it was
the race.
6th,
Like,
I believe. Yeah, when he had the issue, I could be wrong, but I
he was up front
yeah.
most of the day.
he
Yeah, he
Wasn't
got
Hayden
6th in
running
stage
that?
1.
yeah, like
Dario's
his long run speed for Dario was there. Like everyone else would fade. Rhodes of course won stage 1, but like after that, his truck would fall off after 10 laps. Like he couldn't keep up with the tires, and that's just a new um, style of racing for them guys. So, but congrats to Lane Riggs. We can move on to the O'Reilly series. We're gonna rate that one as well out of 10. I'm gonna give it the same rating as I did the trucks. I didn't listen to the broadcast. I had no idea. I'm sure that was the worst part of the weekend because the O'Reilly booth is the best booth that we have right now. But I give it a 7 out of 10. There's a lot of great battles throughout the day. Nothing more else to say.
Yeah,
Mr. D?
I'm kind of the same with Dylan, but I go like 8.5.
Like I said, I was not able to watch it, so I cannot give a fair reading to it.
That's all right.
Yeah,
David?
I only watched the highlights, but what I saw from the highlights didn't look like too bad of a race. Give it 7 out of 10.
DJ?
I think I'm gonna have to follow Damon. It wasn't the greatest road course we've seen from the O'Reilly guys. I mean, SVG did SVG things and came out there. Didn't really dominate, but he put on his show. He got it done in the end, so I'd probably go 7 out of 10.
Cody?
Uh, I thought it was a pretty decent race. I personally think the truck race was better, a little bit better, not much better. Uh, I'm gonna give it an 8, just 8 out of 10. Jeez, had a stroke.
Awesome. So, one of the biggest controversies over the O'Reilly series so far has been Corey Day. He strikes again on Connor Zillage. I'll kind of give you why Connor was back there. He was battling for the lead. He had some brake issues. They had to put him a right rear brake rotor. Is that correct? It broke. I believe so. I
I
think
think
that's what I
something
heard.
like that.
And then he drove himself up through the field on a late race restart. He was battling with Corey Day for fifth, and he passes him barely. And then Corey Day gets on his like right or left rear, whatever that is on the track, and just kind of cleans him out. He. What's your thoughts on that? I mean,
He had a panel stuck in his car, man. He said it.
I
Uh,
think, unfortunately, I think Corey Day is sharing the whole ass with Riley Herbst. To be honest, they are each a cheek right now.
Yep.
Corey Day, Dylan, you said it earlier when we were talking,
Yeah.
and he does have a lot of talent and he's pretty good, but he's at like the point where he's like Hocevar, but it feels different with Hocevar because I feel like he's proven himself more than Corey Day. Corey Day, this isn't his style of racing, doing this asphalt. He started with dirt and all that, I'm pretty sure, and doing this and just getting into NASCAR. Really, he's got, if we're being honest, handed his ride, kind of like Riley Herbst. He just got handed the Hendrick ride, a full-time Hendrick ride, which is crazy in the O'Reilly series. And like he's good. He does. He's all right. I'm not sold on him yet, but he looks all right. And but you also early in the race, I forget who he did it to. He cleared himself, same corner, same exact spot. He cleared himself. He didn't wreck the guy, but he doored the guy. I forget who it was. It was like stage 1 or 2. He did the same thing, and he just cleared himself. And that's certain spot of the track. There's just no reason to do what he did, and just like totally cleared himself like that. And he went to apologize on X, which was good, but like he didn't mention anybody's name. He didn't mention Sieg's name. He didn't mention Zilich's name, which means like my opinion, like that apology is just like it's really nothing. It's like no apology because you're not mentioning the guy's name. You're just, oh, I made mistakes. I'm sorry for people I affected. You should probably mention the people you affected.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a hack. He's hated his ride. I'm not a big fan of him. Not gonna lie.
I actually want to comment on the non-apology thing here. Well, so first I want to tell you what I wrote on paper about Corey Day. I said he's fast, he's got a lot of talent, he has no racecraft, no ability to understand where his race car is at on the track, and no ability to understand where others are at on the track. I feel like your point about Carson Hocevar, I think he does that on purpose though. Like I don't think that that is just him just being aggressive. That's not him just making mistakes. That is him doing Carson Hocevar. I think if Day played into that role, we wouldn't be as upset, right? But he gets out of the car and he says, "Oh, my right front went down. Oh, I did this. Oh, we had a fast car. I made I made some driver errors," and then just doesn't really apologize for his mistakes. Carson Hocevar will just say, "Yeah, I did it on purpose." Like that.
Yeah.
That's the difference between them two, in my opinion. And so I'm glad you brought that up because I actually had that on here. Not the same as Hocevar, but similar. And the thing about after the race, Zilch got out. He was waiting for him to come over and apologize because that's all he was looking for. He wasn't looking to an explanation. He just wanted you to say, "Hey, I'm sorry. Like that was my fault.
That's
My
on
bad."
me.
And he just stared at him. Like Zillage even said it in the broadcast. He was like, "Dude, he just looked at me. Like
That's
what?
crazy.
Like
Yeah.
you gotta have some. I mean, dude has the biggest balls on him, or he's an idiot. Like there's no in between on that, you know." And I know it's not the biggest balls. I mean, he's not a dude to just go fight somebody. Uh, but I don't know. I want to root for Corey because he's a Hendrick driver, right? And myself, I love Hendrick Motorsports, and I love most of the drivers I cheer for, even if I don't like them. I want them to win because Hendrick succeeds. But like, man, you just gotta.
48.
No, I cheer for the 48. But I will say he just gotta. Hendrick needs to sit down with him as they sit down with Ross. Okay, like, hey, you're making so many mistakes, you're costing me money, right? Like, I think that's a bigger issue for him to understand. But if Hendrick doesn't find the issue with it, obviously that's Larson's driver. So I think Larson should have that conversation. But Larson also had the same issues when he was young in his Cup, Xfinity, um, back in the day, nationwide career. He would just run into people, but like it wasn't like he didn't have talent. He just didn't understand the width of the car like most of the time, and I think that's just his issue. I'm sorry to kind of keep talking about him, but any other
As a
thoughts?
Corey Day fan, and I watched him come up through the sprint cars and all this. Watched him race Kyle Larson week in, week out. It's getting harder and harder to defend him, and I'm glad you just pointed it out because I was gonna say the same thing. Kyle Larson had the same problems when he first came in. You go from racing a sprint car, throwing sliders at each other every night, da 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 da, and now you're in this big old box car where you got to set up a pass for like 10 laps. You don't get to just go dive in the corner and right rear this guy, and it is what it is. So I do think Mr. Hendrick needs to sit down with him and be like, look, dude, just you're running good. If the results kind of go down a little bit with you being safer, we're okay with that. Because no one's seeing him fight for the title this year. This is your development stage. Like, we're still waiting to see what you become. And I think it would be better if he just calmed it down a little bit.
Yeah, like he's not going to be the next Zillage. Like we all know that. Like that's not Zillage is a whole different breed. And we'll get into him on Sunday's performance, but like I think for me, if you just run top 5 or 6 right there, that is so impressive, especially at Coda. Like, I mean, that track is so diverse when it comes to the surface, the corners, everything about that is so impressive to watch someone win. Um, I think he just needs to understand like it is okay to finish 7th, like it is okay, and I think that he just doesn't get that yet.
Yeah, the
I
thing,
think
the
that's
job.
part of. Oh, my bad.
Oh, you're good. You can go.
I think that's more of his dirt racing background coming in because dirt racing is just like if you don't finish top 3, you're not getting paid. You race for $10,000 to win the race. That's first place, and it jumps down quick. So I can kind of understand that from a dirt racing perspective. But at the same time, you are now in $1 million cars. Like it's you got to play the long game. You got to fight for the championship and prove that you are worthy of your ride. That, like Damon said, you were practically given.
Yeah, going back to what Dylan was saying for a second, also with if he just finishes around 7th, 6th, top 5, he ended up getting 5th, I think. If he just stays around there, like that's fine. That's a good day. Nobody expects you to win. This is you're probably your first time on this track, probably, and nobody expects you to win or do anything. And the main thing is Zilich was passing him there too, and Zilich just ran with SVG all day, and by SVG having a half a second plus faster lap time than anybody else in the field, Zilich was the only one running with him. And so like running 5th and like the best of the rest outside of the 2 Cup guys that are really good at road courses, that's a good day. And I think he just needs to realize that I'm definitely on the negative side for him just because like I didn't grow up watching him. I didn't watch him through the ranks or whatever. And all I know is he was gifted this ride, and he's not proving it. He didn't prove it last season that he deserves it. He's not proving to a respect level that he deserves it this year. So yeah, he needs to, needs maybe a talk to, or maybe he needs a different approach of like, hey, if I wreck somebody, I wreck somebody. Maybe he needs something like that. Because I know people. Ross is not to move away from that, but Ross is kind of guy that people don't like that he's changed. People say his balls were cut off, he was neutered. People don't like that about Ross. Now he's much calmer, and yeah, he's gotta either switch up how he races, or he's gotta double down on how he is.
Take some accountability.
Take some accountability.
All right. Well, I feel like that's enough of Corey Day, giving him the brightness that he needs.
Mm,
We
yeah.
did have a winner, SVG. Finally wins a Coda after trying multiple times in multiple series. He gets it done. Congratulations to SVG. Obviously, he's he's one of the best road courses racers, if not the best in the sport. I want to give out a shout out though to one thing that he did when he passed 3 wide for the lead, and he did a peace sign out the window.
Deuces.
That is awesome. Like I, but you got to go and win that, right? Like if you do that, you got to finish the job. You got to win the race. If you don't, you kind of got kicked in the ass there. But I thought it was awesome. I saw it after the race because I was able to watch the highlights afterwards, and I saw that he did a peace sign, and Jeff Gluck was loving it on Twitter. And it was a fun time. Any thoughts about SVG?
Yeah, if I was right behind in that moment, I'd be very pissed because they are turning into a corner and I got 2 hands on the wheel. I know everybody's got 2 hands on the wheel, and he's like, "Nah, what's up, guys? We'll be seeing you." That would piss me off. But yeah, he's a dog. What can you say? He's great. But at the end of the day, he took an L on Sunday. Bars.
He took it out on Sunday. Well,
Yeah,
we were.
I'm personally sending the guy firewall deep if I see a thumbs up and he's just passed me.
You better put 2 hands on the wheel next time, buddy. Like
That
Yeah,
is so
you're
funny.
finna get. I'm finna show you some good business.
he
All
does
right,
it all the time. Race
All right, Bubba
Larson
Wallace
at
in
Chicago.
Chicago.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, dude, we didn't have to.
Yeah,
Bubba
I
did that in
realized something.
Charlotte.
You want to know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy? So Riley Herbst couldn't hold his line when he held his hand at the window at Daytona on the backstretch. But SVG over here at the road course in the middle of a corner just
Braking,
Doses.
shifting, and turning. Because at that point, you're shifting down to first, right where he's at on the track, or shifting up to second. I can't remember if it was the apex.
Yeah, I
front.
think he's downshifting because you're going
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the final left-hander. Yeah, the second to final left-hander.
That's nuts. What the hell? That's so fun. But anyways, congratulations to him. We will go into the highlighting our finishers. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, I would point out stage 1 winner Austin Hill. I think stage 1 he got out to the lead in SVG really, SVG or the other guy. Who's the other guy? Zilich. Yeah, they really Hill I think led most of that stage at least from what I saw in the highlights. Sam Mayer won stage 2. In the race, top 5. SVG Austin Hill finished right behind him. Sammy Smith, Jesse Love, and everybody's favorite Corey Day. Brett Cruz, I think 17-year-old in his first O'Reilly race, finishing 6th place. Very very impressive. Brennan Poole bringing it home 10th. Alex LeBay in the 0, bringing it home 13th. Oh, okay, should have skipped that one. Bringing home 13th in the 0 car.
No way.
Yeah, we had some. Carson Quaffle. I did not know he finished 19th, but racing for DGM Racing with Zilich in the 1 car this weekend. He was really fast. He was top 5 or 6. I don't remember how he finished back 19th, but he ended up finishing 19th and had some guys.
He got spun, is what they said on Twitter.
Damn.
But it
That's
wasn't like caught
unfortunate.
on the broadcast or something. And if it wasn't on the highlight.
Very unfortunate for him, but so yeah, Patrick Starpoli, 48, got 20th, Jeb Burr in 18th, Perkins 17th, and then Ryan Sieg in 16th. Has some notable finishers.
Thank you for that.
You're not going to mention the O'Reilly champion finishing
Nope.
50.
Nope.
Crazy.
He's got to be top
Crazy.
10 if he wants to mention. Let's see if he's going to be a champion. Come on, get a grip. He's another hack. Like, he doesn't deserve a ride. But whatever. We'll move on.
Now we move on to Sunday, the Cup race. Again, I didn't really get to watch it. I just I saw the last like 20 laps, and then I just kept looking at it here and there. Overall, I gave it a 6.2 out of 10. I thought it was actually a little bit above average. I didn't think it was too great. It was good. I mean, it had some. The only thing that made it better than average was the comers and goers. But if Fox did a better job at focusing on that, I think the race would have been probably a 7 or a 7.2. But just Fox just failed in their end and just focused on the lead, which I get it. Their job is to give them their praises when they're leading or whatever it may be. But Zilich went through the field twice. Jesse Love kind of went through the field a little bit. Denny Hamlin. There was drivers that kind of moved up and they just didn't really recognize until afterwards. I mean, I remember Boyer was like, "Where the heck did the 7 come from?" Like, yeah, I mean, stuff like that you just got to pay attention to. But I'll shut up and let.
Boyer's the last guy that's gonna pay attention to that. I love Boyer,
Yeah.
but Boyer's got the attention span of a squirrel, dude. Like, I love the guy. I love the guy. But not dissing him, but he is the last guy that knows anything that's going on besides watching cars go in a circle.
Yeah. I will go ahead and let DCD rate his and tell why he did.
Yeah, I think you kind of nailed it on the head. Race was all right. It put me to sleep the first stage. I'm not gonna lie. So I gave it like a 6.7.
Perfect. Hey, I can actually rate this one. I actually watched this one, so I can finally give you my thoughts. It wasn't bad. I mean, it was really cool to see the differing strategies, like who's going to pit before the stage end and shuffle herself back up to the top. And then watching the battle between SVG and Reddick was also really entertaining as well. Then watching Kyle Busch and his teammate Jesse Love and the Chris Buescher for being just blocking him was absolutely just top tier and made me proud there. So I'm going to go ahead, give it 6-7 out of 10.
Rowdy came back for a
6,
second.
7.
Yeah, 6-7.
Yeah, another one.
We're just doing this for the memes. Actually thought the race was really good for a road course. First
Really?
race, with the new horsepower package. I thought it was really good. I thought stage 1 was really good. Stage 2, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was kind of boring to me. That kind of put me to sleep a little bit. Stage 3 though, it picked it back up. I thought stage 3 and stage 1 were really good. I'd give it, for stage 1 it was off topic, but stage 1 was it was cool, like seeing how people conserve tires. Reddick went right from the lead and then back to 7th place or something like that. And we saw Briscoe lead the first 8 laps. He made restarts really exciting too, until unfortunately he broke the transaxle in his car. But every restart he was making it 3 wide. And the first restart he wasn't there. It wasn't 3 wide until like late in the first corner. But anyway, yeah, seeing him lead the first 8, then him drop back, and then Reddick make his way back up, and Blaney then pull away and dominate. Yeah, I thought it was a really good race. If I had to be honest, I'll go like 8 out of 10. I don't like most road course races, but
Wow.
seeing this, like the fall off Goodyear, I've been really hard on Goodyear in the last year, 2 years. Goodyear is really nailing it with these tires. There's first run, I think there was 4 seconds of fall off. Eventually the team's got it figured out a little bit, so it was only like a second or two of fall off, but Goodyear's really nailing these tires. And I'd go around 7 to 8 out of 10. If it wasn't for stage 2, it'd definitely be an 8 out of 10, but I'll go like 7.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it for a road course race.
Wow. DJ?
If I was basing it just off stage 1, I would agree with you, like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Because, like you said, you've seen Briscoe and you've seen he wore on his tires early on and he paid for it, and Reddick saved him, and it worked out. And after that, you just didn't see that anymore after stage 1. It was kind of just the same people there, but like Suarez, he came through the field. Zilich, he came through the field twice. I did not think it was a good race personally, so I'm gonna say like a 5 out of 10. Like, I did not enjoy that.
Wow. Cody?
I agree with David. The first and third stage was super good racing, and the conservating in the races. But stage 2, I honestly thought that was pretty boring. I feel like it was just kind of like the same thing over and over again. It was just like, and like Blaney actually was keeping up with Reddick, and then he just fell off all of a sudden. When they were talking about in the broadcast, they were like, I mean, if Blaney gets past Reddick, he's gonna pull away. That didn't happen. But other than that, I thought it was a decent race. I would give it about a 7 out of 10.
I'd like to improve my rating by 0.2 to make it 6.9 out of 10, just for the simple fact that Mike Joy at the last lap had us thinking that Kirsten Hosmer passed away in the front stretch.
Oh, Horsepower!
Yeah.
Dude,
So
I thought Reddick like lost his engine. Like I
Dude,
thought
I did too. I was watching him, and dude, I picked him. So I was like, once Briscoe
Yeah.
lost the race, I was like,
come on.
all right, Reddick. I'm a fan of Reddick. And then, dude, I heard him just scream as we're watching Reddick. I'm like, what's going on to Reddick? And then it just cuts to Hocevar just face first in the wall on the front stretch.
Do we all know what happened to Hocevar?
Yeah.
Cole
yeah.
Custer, then,
Oh,
man.
yeah. I got big
I mean,
body.
yeah, Cole Custer just turned right on him.
Yeah, that
That's
that
why
was
he's not in the whole ass with Herbst.
yeah, that was wild.
First said Dynaco's all mine.
uh, I do want to shout out. I want to say something off of what you said about Blaney. Actually, Denny Hamlin talked about it in his podcast earlier today. So if you road courses as the leader, you can control the speed at the tempo of the second place driver, even if they're better than you, and so you can kind of air block a lot, especially in the lower speed corners, and you can burn up your front tires, which is big advantage on the road courses with this vehicle. Um, and so by the time, even if you're faster, you're burning up your front tires, and by the time you could pass them, your tires are gone and they're overheated a little bit. So he did that with not only Blaney, Reddick, what we're talking about, not only Blaney, but also SVG at the end of the race, which of course gave him the victory. We'll get into Reddick in 23 and 11 in a second. I do want to ask one question about, what was your thoughts on Connor Zillage's first race, full time in a road course? I will say, I think if he doesn't get spun on the last stage, I think we may have a different winner. He was that fast. And he was that fast on Ootd tires. Like, he was running 140s when everybody else was 142. Like, it was nuts. And he didn't have a tire advantage at all. You talked about the tire, losing seconds or whatever because of the long run pace. I was really shocked that Bell and the 9 and the 5 didn't get to the lead.
Yeah.
I was really shocked, and that shows how good the 45, the 97, and the 12 did at the beginning of the restart. So I just want to give a shout out to them because I thought that they were going to win the race. I thought it was going to be his race after he pitted, and but honestly, Blaney should have pitted. He did the fake like on the pit stop on that last caution. If Blaney pits, I mean,
He
he has
probably
a
wins
shot
that
too.
race.
Yeah.
I mean, he was probably the fastest car having the better tires. Obviously, he'd be looking at Reddick's butt again, but
Yeah,
with the better tires,
I think
yeah,
he would have
he
made the
was about
pass
to win that.
quicker. Yeah, I agree.
I was texting Cody and I was like, dude, Bill might actually win this. And then like 2 laps later, he just
He'd
flatlined,
stop.
and I was like,
Yeah.
dude, Bill might not win this.
But yeah, first off, I want to give Connor Zilic his praise. I mean, he drove from the back to the front twice. Of course, he finished 14th, and we'll get notable finishes here soon. But I just want to give him his praise. I think he was really fast. I'm excited to see what he can do on a road course that he's been to. He's actually won at. Sonoma should be big for him, I think. So we'll see. Any thoughts about Connor Zilic that you want to add?
I think he's a
Yeah,
hell of a driver. He's got to figure it out.
What does
Yeah,
he got to figure out? Not to be around Suarez?
Well,
Suarez ran good.
The
Suarez
Suarez
just
ran
doesn't
him
like the
over.
trackhouse cars.
yeah,
Suarez doesn't like the trackhouse cars. He's butthurt.
yeah, I can tell you why later on. but, but yeah, he
That's
is.
off.
Yeah, he
I
is
mean,
not.
Hamlin ran over Byron.
Yeah. Well, Hamlin. So in
Yeah.
his podcast, he goes,
Byron.
"I didn't realize that I wrecked Connor," and he was like, he said after y'all showed me the video, like Jared and what's that other dude's name? Who cares? He's just the guy behind the camera. But they.
Dang.
That is not notable.
Yeah, I don't really know. I forget his name. But he said, dude, I caused Connor to go to the back, and then he drove himself to the 214th. And they were like, yeah, you did that. And he was like, oh, well, I gotta go text him. Like, he was like, I didn't realize that I caused that, So
Yeah, you the one that made him mad.
but impressive run by him. I want to shout out. It's not just because of my driver. I thought that was a crazy move. So he sees Ross Chastain lose the tire for the caution, and he goes, "I'm pitting. Get ready." He tells his crew, "I'm pitting. Get ready." And so when they get on pit road, Alan goes, "What's wrong with the car?" He goes, "Nothing. We're about to have a caution." And Trey says, "Caution out." And so it was
No,
like
that was
heads up. Like that was impressive. I mean, we don't even need Alan on the pit box anymore. I mean,
have Chase do both.
dude, I mean,
Chase
it
do
might
both,
work
dog.
out. Dude, he had a really good car in practice, and whatever change they decided to make,
It was horrible.
that was the worst thing I've ever seen.
I'd take
Yeah,
Allen on the 48.
Really? You would? You can have. Fuck that guy.
You can have
Yeah,
Blake Harris.
Back
I don't know if I want to play games.
back on Zillich for just a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zillich definitely would have. I think he would have won that race if he doesn't get wrecked. He was restarting. What was it, 6th or something?
That was 4th.
He was 4th, really.
Fourth.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he was
'cause
side by side with
Yeah,
SVG.
SVG. Yep. So I was talking to Hunter while the race was going, and I was like, dude, what if Reddick and whoever was second, they just get spooked and they just like overblow the corner because the 2 road course guys are right behind them, and SVG and Zillich just go right on by. Obviously that didn't happen, and then Hamlin nicked into Byron, which got into, unfortunately, Zane Smith too. Zane Smith was running really
Yeah.
well. He was looking at a top 10 day potentially. It took out Zillich, and Zillich got that thing back, and he drove that thing all the way up to 14th and 15, 16 laps. Hella impressive. He was, before that caution came out, I think he was 9 seconds back or a little less than 9 seconds back. I think he could have got there. He was running like half a second faster some laps, and he just cleared Byron. Next car he's going to catch us like 4 seconds ahead of him, which was SVG at the point. I think he could have got there. Yeah, it's so unfortunate for Zillich. Got wrecked twice. One he got
He was
wrecked
driving
by.
angry too.
Yeah, he was driving. Yeah, he was driving mad, hustling through that field. He didn't give a damn.
Have y'all seen the video of him passing all the cars like throughout the race? Bro,
Yeah,
that is
he didn't
insane.
care.
not.
Like he
He was
he
just moving.
was like, I'm putting my car in, and you're gonna respect it.
When I say
I'll definitely go back and watch it.
it was the most impressive thing I've seen. I'll send it to y'all after this on Twitter. Bro, I was
He
shocked.
showcased his skill.
Like
he
that
showcased.
was crazy. But
His
anyways, we
third
did
leg.
have a winner, a 3-peat for Tyler Reddick. It's the first time that we've seen that in NASCAR history, winning the first 3 races of the season. Any thoughts on that?
Impressive. Good start.
Tired of it.
NASCAR's got to be punching the air right now because the team that they were in a lawsuit with have won the first 3 races, so they got to be pretty upset. Yeah, but
Let me tell you,
MJ
he's punching the
Tracy-
air, monster.
Yes. Leaving Reddick.
For Riley Hurt.
Well, they had him anyway, you know.
That's
But yeah, Reddick's on one right now. You know, good for him. Does he do 4 in a row? I don't know. Only time will tell.
I don't think so. We'll talk about picks later, but I looked up his statistics. He has one of the worst average finishes in the next gen car with the top like 20 guys at Phoenix. It's pretty bad, and it's been off the pace.
He's not winning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
I
I
know.
mean, momentum is great. I mean, if he wins, dude, Billy Scott's probably the best crew chief in the garage. Like that's
If he
nuts.
wins, I'll get a Reddick text. No, I'll get a Reddick shirt.
Okay, I was about to say.
Okay, he said real quick.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Get a transcript of Reddick's face.
Hey, I'll say it. If Reddick wins Phoenix, I'll get a Reddick tattoo on my forehead.
Like the TR or the 45.
Oh, no.
I'll get a big 45 right there.
Okay, let's.
I'll pay for the tat. I'll pay for the
I
tat.
will literally give you $200 if that happens, just for
I
you to
would do
go
it.
get a tattoo. Well,
Like a
no,
permanent tattoo. Like you're a Reddick fan for life.
buddy, on your forehead, you're never getting a job ever again.
I wear a
Where's
hat.
that-
What do you got
Where's that
25
teardrop,
mean?
dog? Where's the teardrop tattoo?
All right. Well,
Nah,
congratulations
he's not winning.
to Tyler Reddick and the 2311 team. That
Hope
is
he does.
that's unreal. I know the first 2 races, it was kind of the best case scenario for him, like how it all finished out. But that drive in front of the SVG, not making a mistake, that's just super impressive. And,
Ain't the best, straight up. And that's his 10th career win, I think, and that's his
Yep.
first win on a repeat track in his
Yep.
career. Fun fact.
12. How many wins do y'all think Reddick gets?
This year?
Yeah,
I think he'll
this year.
get 2 more.
You think he gets 5?
I think at least 5. It's hard to say after winning none last year. It looks like he's got his mojo back. Yeah, I think Darlington
I
is a
have him winning
competitor
one
in
more.
mile and a halves. Where's it
Yeah,
at?
I only got him winning
Same
one.
place they won last year.
He didn't win anywhere last year.
The team.
Indy.
Mm.
I don't
I
know
got
if I
him at
see that one.
Kansas. That
Kansas?
45
Where?
car has at Kansas.
Where?
Oh God, no!
Say it.
I did it last week. I ain't doing it again.
Aw, come on. It's just me. It's just me.
Yeah, it's just you, really.
Set up for that one.
The 45 car got a good track record there. That's like the only place I see him getting a win.
I think Darlington he could get it done this year. I don't think he's got it done there yet, but
I agree.
see Darlington.
Plus he had to wall Mr. Busher.
Well,
Alright.
that is all of the Cup race. We will give Damon his shot to highlight some finishers.
Yeah, top 5. Tyler Reddick, SVG, Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs had a really good day, got some stage points, and Michael
run big.
McDowell. Michael McDowell got a top 5. He was really good. When I saw the caution come out, I saw him pitted. And he stayed out. Yeah, he stayed out long and he pit. I thought he had it set up to be able to win it. Got through the field a little bit slower than Bell and I think Gibbs also. But yeah, AJ brought home a 9th place finish. Denny, first top 10 on a road course in this car. I'm pretty positive. So and this configuration of track, either one. I forget. Bubba brought home an 11th. He's not great here. Connor drove up from the back of the pack to finish 14th. Great run from him. Ty Dillon 16th. John Hunter 17th. Austin Dillon 19th. And Brad Keselowski brings home a 20th. Crip walking to the in his car and all that. So good for him. Happy he was able to stay in it. Honestly, at first, the first stage and a half, I was like, y'all ought to just put Joey Hand in it and see what Joey Hand's got. But they brought up a 20th. Good day for him.
We're skipping Kyle Busch, man. He started 30th, got to 12. My big dog right there.
Kyle Busch got 12th, whatever.
Okay, great. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Hey,
36,
Larson
baby.
made some moves on Bell,
36.
man. He put him on. And
Yeah, you forgot about Maya Snyder.
Oh, yeah, 36th. 36th. I will point out
Maya.
that Ross Chastain also had the fastest lap of the race, 99.68.
Let's not forget Briscoe finished behind Maya Snyder.
Let's not forget that Bowman's only 14 points ahead of Casey Mears.
Shut up.
We will get into the points. Actually, our next thing. That's perfect. DJ, before you start with the truck points, Cody, Damon, can y'all text Hunter for his picks? My phone just died and I had them. So
Got
please,
you.
please, thank you.
Oh.
DJ, so you're good. You can start with the
Yeah.
trucks points.
all right. After what it's been three weeks for the trucks, we still got Chandler Smith on top with a pretty decent point lead over Ben Rhodes, 34 points. Ben Rhodes is in second. Got Majeski third, Gio Ruggiero in fourth, and Lane Riggs with a huge bounce back week, back to fifth. Little notable top 10. We got Christian Eckes in the top 10. Stuart Friesen in the top 10. Andres Perez, 7th. Brendan Queen is 11th, still looking pretty good. Corey Haim only 100 points back and only racing once is kind of crazy.
DA.
What?
You went. Were you like disappointed in something that he said? I'm just curious. Okay.
No, no. Listen, I could have sworn I saw something flying around in my room. I got a little scared for a second. We are all right.
I saw you go. I was like, "Oh, what did he say?"
I could have sworn I saw something fly by. I got a little kerfuffle there with that.
Sorry, DJ. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Got, let's see, someone who I thought would be higher at this point, Daniel Hemrick, way back in 19th, 106 points out from the lead, and that's about it for me.
Alrighty, perfect. It looks like Chandler Smith still has a real good gap on Ben Rhodes. So who is our O'Reilly points leader?
Top five, we got Austin Hill in first, Jesse Love in second, Allgaier in third, uh, my dad in fourth, and then Carson Quaffle in fifth. Uh, we got some notable points. We have notable people in the top 10. We have Parker Retzloff still in the top 10 after Coda
That's better.
after 3 races. The mid guy of them all, Corey Day in eighth. They got Roger Carruth doing pretty good in sixth place. Then we have Brandon Jones, the O'Reilly champion, in 11th. He's struggling a little bit, but he's going to get there. Then we have Brennan Poole in the last spot at Riser right now.
Perfect.
I can look and see if there's any. There's not any people that are really probably shouldn't belong. So
The chase
that's
is
about it for them.
16, 12, 10 for Cup,
Correct.
O'Reilly, and trucks. Okay. Also for O'Reilly in the points, heavy dominated by Chevy. The top 10 are Chevys in the points.
Yeah,
It's basically a Chevy series.
and it is. And
Chevy
then,
truck.
Mhm.
And then the trucks is a Ford series. It's so weird how that is. But we will get into our Cup points. Tyler Reddick continues to lead with a 70-point gap over Bubba Wallace, 72 over Chase Elliott, 86 over Riley Blaney, and finishing out top 5 with a 23-point position gain for Shane Van Gisbergen. Notable people are Joey Logano 6, Daniel Suarez still in the top 10 and 7th, AJ Allmendinger in 8th, Michael McDowell in 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is Carson Hocevar. All 3 Spire is in the top 10, which is really cool. You got Chris Buescher, Brad Keselowski 11th and 12th. 13th is William Byron. Zane Smith is in 14th, and 15th is Kyle Larson. And rounding out the chase, right now the bubble spot is Ryan Preece. Just out is Ty Gibbs. And some notable people that are below that is Ross Chastain, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, and Alex Bowman, which is last according to the charter drivers. So, obviously nothing really. Only SVG, only the road course guys really gained anything this week. So we'll kind of see what that flip flops after Phoenix, and we'll kind of get into some normal NASCAR racing with that. Now we are going to skip a segment that we wanted to start this week, but of course, Hunter is not with us, and he's going to be leading that segment. It's going to be in the draft. We may change the wording on that. We just want to keep the draft because obviously that's our podcast identity. So we will do that next week as long as he is with us. What is next? Oh, news.
Yep.
DA and DCD.
All right.
It's all yours.
So, if you don't know, JGR filed a lawsuit claiming Gabehart executed a Brosnan scheme to steal data, including data and setups. He's been a crew chief from 2019 to when did he get 20 what? When did he leave? 2024.
Last year.
Yeah,
No, he wasn't a crew chief.
No,
He wasn't
20
a full-time crew chief last
Yeah,
year.
2024.
And
So
then,
yeah,
and
so
last year he was the
the chief of
yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead.
you're good. The chief director of competition or whatever. He's had 20 plus wins in 6 seasons and 2 Daytona 500s with Denny Hamlin. And I'll pass it off to DA.
Yeah, so Gapehart claims that some of the drivers and employees are not held to the same standards as others, and now JGR is looking for $8 million in
Ty
damages.
Gibbs.
What? Never.
No way.
It's gotta be
Anyway.
Hamlin. It's gotta be Denny.
Yeah. Anyway, a newer thing that came out recently. A judge ruled that Gabehart can still continue to work for Spire, but he cannot do anything that would overlap what he would have done at JGR.
So what's he doing at Spire?
He is like their chief.
Chief Motorsports Officer.
Yeah, so he's kind of like their CEO. So like in charge of the finances and overseeing like all the directors. He's just kind of like he's the right hand man
He's the
to
crew chief of the building, basically.
yeah, honestly, yeah. But he just can't be involved in like competition meetings is kind of what that means. So he's
That's
just
crazy.
more in the financial things. Uh, he did it. I wanted y'all did a really great job. Thank you guys for getting all that detail. But he did admit of taking pictures on his personal phone of something, but it was for his personal gain, is what he said. Now the truth will be told in court if that is the if that is the case. But it wasn't had to do with sending information to Spire. He said. Um, Tommy Baldwin, who is on the DBC, had a interesting take on this. He was like, "Why is this such a big deal? Because every time someone moves a different team, they bring assets. If that, yeah, of course they're not just giving straight up setups, but I mean he's the one who made setups for JGR as well. Like that's his work. I thought that was an interesting take.
Yeah.
I don't
I mean,
know.
you think Tony Yerry didn't do it with Junior when he moved?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Like
They
everyone,
won the Clash that year.
when they move teams and stuff like that, I feel like you're always going to give some sort of advice. I'm sure Brad gave it to RFK leaving Penske. Of course, he was a driver, but he is super intelligent, so he understands the car. I don't know what this lawsuit will see. Um, Obviously, Spire is now involved, and it's not just Chris Gabehart. They're also lawsuiting Spire for, you know, uh, not being competitive or something. I don't know what lawsuit that's for. Um, but it's a whole big thing. What do y'all think this is a real lawsuit, or do you think Joe Gibbs is just pissed?
I think
Probably just pissed he
Gibbs is
left.
just pissed.
Yeah, he was going after his grandson, Well, kind of after his grandson. Some of the messages, if I could pull them up real quick, at least maybe Dunboy or DA have them. Some of the things that Gabehart said to
I saw him. I saved him somewhere, but I don't know where I have him at.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not.
at the end of the day, he also did say that Gibbs was just dealt a bad hand because of the situation he's in, driving for his grandpa and all that. Let's see, I could find him here in 1 second. Potentially. Nope, that's Corey Day's a hack. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know when I saw it, but he basically like he wasn't kept at the same standards as everybody else, which is true. He didn't. He's kind of like, oh, here they are. Okay, yeah. Basically said it was a functional organization structure that he didn't want to continue in, and then so Coach Gibbs was basically the one that ran 54 team instead of like the people that I guess run every other team and all that. He wasn't very happy with that. And same with like Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs is it's kind of obvious. It's all nepotism. He's not kept at the same standard that Christopher Bell's kept at. That Denny Hamlin's probably been kept at his whole career. So he probably just didn't like the nepotism. He seems like a business first guy, and he's here to make the place better. And he wasn't given those opportunities and being forced allegedly to do something he didn't want to do, and crew chief to 54, and he and Ty didn't get along very well.
Yep, I agree. Everything that you said.
Yeah, I think coach is just or coach or whoever is doing this lawsuit is just not happy that he left because he's a smart mind. He's a great crew chief. He's a great NASCAR guy, and they're just unhappy he left, and they don't want. He's so smart. They probably just don't want him helping in the competition. Quite frankly.
Yeah.
Which hopefully Gabehart. I know they said he took personal pictures on his personal phone. I really hope that he didn't mean any ill will with that because he's a smart mind, and I feel like he deserves to have a chance to do his job. I feel bad because he's definitely being held back now with this lawsuit.
Absolutely. I think it's just going to hold Spire back sooner. Like I think if he does his job, what he's supposed to be doing, I think they only grow and they only get better. And they could easily take over the speed of RCR. I mean, we kind of see that now, but they could definitely be the second or third, depending on how Trackhouse is, Chevy team. So, I agree. Any other thoughts before we move on to any other news, if y'all have any?
I'm good.
The one thing I do want to, there's two things I want to hit. It was the viewership of last week's Echo Park race. We averaged a 4.487 million viewers on Sunday. That is a 2% drop from a 4.58 million viewership. The other thing I wanted to say, it has to do with the, where's that? Sorry. Oh, the full speed uh, document docu-series. Sorry.
Okay.
It said document, and I was like, that's not the right term. Uh, it is switching from Netflix to Prime, which I think makes more sense. Do you think it gets worse? Because I think it was really good on Netflix, personally.
I think it gets better, honestly. I like Prime documentaries better. And plus, it moves us away from F1, so it's not like, okay, which one's which?
I think it's good for the sport, personally. I
Yeah.
didn't watch it, but it helps. Prime is the best that covers this sport currently, at least with their broadcast and all that. So I think it's really good that Prime's taking more for NASCAR.
Absolutely. And the first version for this year will be the Daytona 500, and it'll be March 5th. So it'd be really cool to see like the Michael Jordan version of this, because obviously he's going to be a big part in that docu series. I was about to say documentary. Awesome. Uh, we're good. No other news.
I think Cody's got one thing, doesn't he? If we want to
I
go
was
over
gonna
it.
say, 'cause we haven't mentioned- I'm so sorry.
That was
Hello?
that.
I'm so sorry.
Hello, we hear
Are we
you.
good?
We hear you. Yeah,
Yeah.
we hear you.
Okay.
We heard
Uh, we haven't mentioned it at all. It was announced like a week or two ago. The All-Star format that we have for this year. There's 3 segments. The first segment is 75 laps. The second one is 75 laps as well. And then it's an inversion in the second segment of the top 26 finishers in segment one. And then the final segment is the top 26 cars based on combined results of the first 2 segments. Uh, the final stage is uh, the winners of last year uh, and this year's Cup winners, the past All-Star race winners full time, and the past Cup Series champions full time. And then, of course, winner of the fan vote. Eric Jones is winning that, by the way, just to let y'all know. There's no open race. That's a different one. I will say that's kind of different that we have. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the open races were always very fun to watch, personally. Um, and then we'll have a competition caution on lap 225, and that's 75 laps into the final segment. And then qualifying, there's 2 laps with a 4 tire pit stop, and the fastest team wins the pole.
We're being honest. Find
Any thoughts
something
on
to do
that?
that Sunday. Don't watch it. It's not worth it.
Yeah,
If you want to go on vacation, you want to go spend time with your family, go do it on that Sunday.
Wow, way to
This,
promote
this
NASCAR.
All-Star
Something
race
we
is gonna
covered, but
suck.
way to go.
we might as well just
Sorry.
award points like that.
Yeah,
That's,
make it an
Just-
extra
that's so stupid.
350 laps, and why have everybody in for the first half?
It's
and
an
then-
all-star race, and we're letting the whole field come in.
And then they want to invert it to the top 26, and that's stupid. Like, there's no passing at this track in these cars.
That's gonna be nuts.
Have a Dover race so you could still use that track. Just add a 37th race. Nobody cares about the All-Star race. It's not like
Yeah.
the NBA, or where the NBA is at least trying to reinvent it in different ways and all that, which I think the NBA did a good job with that this year, personally. But it's not like that. This sucks. It's either go back to Charlotte, use like the package they used in 2018, like that exact package that they used. That was a really entertaining race. Sorry. That was a really entertaining race, in my opinion. It was like draft heavy. Just go to something like that. Like having it at Dover, having it at 1 o'clock on a Sunday, like literally just go spend time with your families. Like this race, I probably won't watch it. Like I don't see. It's not an all-star race. It's another exhibition race. We're spending going to be spending 3 hours out here running 350 laps at a track that we can't pass at. I love this track, but having it here, having it during the day and not under the lights, it irks me. It pisses me off. So go spend time with your family.
Yeah,
Give me IROC cars and give me the Truck Series versus the O'Reillys and Cup.
I would love
That's
to
back.
see.
That was entertaining. That's a good idea.
I would love
Yeah,
to
just
see.
give me
Better.
that.
Better already. 6 douches can come up with a better. than what NASCAR is doing. It's like,
Jesus.
I would love to see a multi-series all-star race in a sense of like, let's go to the Charlotte Roval and bring the
Ew.
trucks, O'Reilly, and the Cup cars, and like only the winners from each of those series gets to race in it, and making it like a fun like 3-hour timed race. You know how
You could even go next door and just go put them on dirt. Like,
like
do
you know how
something.
fun that would be for like the people who actually win races and not, you know, I'm not even gonna joke on this kid anymore. But Cody Ware, like, there's no way you deserve to be in the first part of this All Star race. I know that they cut, you know, how many ever drivers out of it afterwards, but
he's still
26
racing with
drivers,
these so-called all-stars, man.
That's
26
also stupid
drivers.
for like team expense reasons. Like they're driving all the way to Dover just to race half a race.
Yeah, well, it's because
Well,
of their
they
sponsors, and it's stupid. Like I, I mean, no offense, go sponsor people that are going to win races, and then of course the people that are not winning races, they're gonna be like, why are you getting sponsorship? Well, do better. Like the sport isn't. This is a. I think Denny Hamlin said it best. It was like, after the first 2 segments, we're gonna give out participation awards for the last people that don't make it to the final stage. I was like, that's so funny because that's what it feels like. It's stupid. But anyways, I'm fired up. That's why I didn't even bring it up because I think it's stupid. I think all the expedition races that we do, they should all be gone. The Clash sucks. All Star race sucks. Let's
I like the Clash. Clash is a good like. I feel like it's a good refresher. You see new faces, new places, the new tracks they bring them to. But I do like the point that DJ brought up. I think he said put them on dirt. I like that. Go
yeah,
go
do something
reestablish
different.
your and even like put them on
Go back to Eldora.
Eldora. Yeah,
Go back to Eldora.
reestablish your connection with a NASCAR legend and Tony Stewart. Like
That was my
he's
favorite
been.
race of the year was the Eldora Dirt Derby, and
I
I'm
loved it.
so
Yeah,
mad they took it
Larson was
away.
in it. The names that they always had in it. Newman was in it. Austin Dillon was in it. Like
Bill, like they
Knoxville's
even
good.
brung
I
in
don't.
like World of Outlaw regulars, like Rico Abreu raced. I don't know if y'all know who that is.
Yeah, the little
Bobby
guy. Yeah.
Pierce came and yeah, like they brung true dirt racers. Like they did it kind of at Knoxville a couple years back when the trucks were there. They brung in
It's not the same though.
they brung in the guy who won
Why don't we
Gateway
just go to the Freedom
Internationals.
Factory? Let's do that.
Go put him in Crown Vics. Like
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on,
Go
I mean,
do
at this
something.
do a
point,
demolition derby. Let them spend millions of dollars on these cars and go wreck them.
at this point, just let them play NASCAR 25. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, there's not even a point.
Dude.
at least it'd be a night race at that point.
They won't know how to set up a lobby.
It's got to be something different.
No, but I actually. Does any other series bring in like people that has retired to race like an all-star type of thing? Like not series, but like I'm talking stick and ball sports.
No.
What if we did like
Well, I mean, the NBA kind of does, but not really.
what
That's
if they
like
did,
the celebrity game. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
Yeah.
what if
yeah,
they did the all-star race? It could be anywhere they want. I don't Dover, whatever, fine. But have like whatever. I'm just
Charlotte.
But like, what if they had like NASCAR builds all the cars, like the teams doesn't, okay? Because they already wanted to try to do this anyways.
So you're describing XRX is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
SRX again. Hell yeah.
But it's NASCAR's version of it, so they can do whatever they want for just 50
That's
laps.
Tony's fun flag.
Yes,
Yeah.
they can do whatever they want. They can make it so gimmicky, and just have people that has won championships, won races, and just battle it out. That's it. Don't let anybody else in. You can have a fan vote. That's fine. I mean, you're gonna want Chase Elliott there, right? But he's won a championship, so he's gonna be there.
Races his dad, Bill.
Yeah, I mean, you know how they could do this and
Bro,
make it
NASCAR,
way
if you're
more fun?
listening,
NASCAR hire
put us
us.
in charge. Put us in charge.
I
if you're
just think
listening.
I just think that they're over analyzing this All-Star race when they could just less is more. Less is more.
And they're making it so extra. You don't need it. Not at
No,
all.
your diehard fans are gonna watch. You don't need to make it
Get the
more.
new ones. Get the
Yeah.
new one.
But
Yeah,
anyways,
it's terrible.
Cody, thanks for bringing that to us.
No, of
Gosh,
course,
Yeah.
I gotta say
That's some
something.
great points.
So after this All-Star race at Dover, uh, we will indeed not be running that ish back. I can guarantee you that. Just gotta say that. If you don't understand, Jey Uso, you
And
what
next
just
thing,
happened?
Jesus. All right, let's go to our picks.
Yeah, we can start off with the race weekend. Where did DJ go?
Yeah,
we
his
just
laptop killed itself.
cry.
Okay. Do y'all
It
have
freed itself.
Hunter's picks?
Hunter did not answer me either.
So,
We're cooking. Cooking.
it's okay. We'll get him.
I know, but
Well, at least he picks like last. Well, second to last, so really only.
yeah.
Yeah.
As long as he sent it a few.
So we will move on to the next. Sorry, I'm pulling everything up.
Think DJ is on his way back.
Okay, that's fine.
We do want to give him a few minutes here.
Yeah, I do want to talk about what this weekend is going to look like. It is going to be the first time that IndyCar and NASCAR Cup Series will be racing on the same weekend. IndyCar will be racing Saturday with the O'Reilly Series, and then the Cup, of course, is on Sunday. A lot of the IndyCar drivers are actually upset about this. They think that they deserve Sunday. Viewers say otherwise. They're like millions behind us in viewership. I
They can sit
understand.
down, little bro.
I get it. Like they want to be like we're the main attraction, but like you're going to an oval where stock cars have been here forever. It would be different if we went to Indy Road Course with you guys, right? We are second to you guys in that sense. But no, I think it's fair. I'm trying to think. I would like to see more double headers with IndyCar. But we can also go to tracks that like have lights, and we can make it the same race on Sunday, like 12 o'clock with IndyCar, 6:30 with NASCAR, right? Like that's doable, and I think it would be beneficial to both series as well. But any thoughts on that for you guys before we head on to our picks?
Does Indy have lights?
Does Indy have lights? I don't think
Yeah.
any of their tracks.
Indianapolis doesn't.
No.
Are you asking about
Damn.
the cars or
Yeah.
No, Indianapolis.
Like around the track.
No, Indiana, but no.
No,
That could be a cool one. But
that
I
would
got
be
some
a
thoughts,
cool.
though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool to see like a double header. It's really cool to have like share the same track on the same weekend. Very very American. We love that, of course. I feel like the main thing I'm kind of like intrigued to see is like IndyCar uses Firestones, and when that gets laid down on the track surface, how Goodyear will be able to like the Goodyear tires will be able to handle that. I don't know, be more slick, or will they be clean off the track to counterbalance that, or what? But I think it's an interesting aspect we should take a look at.
Yeah.
I love that. Go ahead.
Honestly, if this double header hurts anybody, I feel like it hurts the Cup Series. IndyCar has the Big Fox schedule. Which I've spoken on it many times, at least to you guys, and maybe even on the podcast probably a few times by now. But I hate that. I hate that NASCAR sold out for FS1 races and USA races. That irks me. I think it's more important to get your name out there on the big networks and the little networks like IndyCar. IndyCar's full schedule is on Fox, which is good, really good for them. I don't care if they even get less viewership. At least they're getting as many as they can because they're on Big Fox. But yeah, if it hurts anybody, it hurts NASCAR because IndyCar is the first race. So motorsport fans are gonna want to watch that first. Then maybe the IndyCar race sucks, or even if it's really good, they're like, okay, I got my motorsports out for the day. I ain't going to FS1 to watch NASCAR. It's just a longer race. So I think if anything, it hurts NASCAR, not just IndyCar.
That's interesting. I mean, I agree because we're on paid paid channels, and they are not. I know with the NFL, talking years from now about their contract, NASCAR may get hit in a negative direction, because Fox has bought into the IndyCar series, and that's just because they take way less money. We like NASCAR says we want billions, right? And they're gonna want to keep that same amount for their next contract or even more, because especially with the evergreen charters that are gonna happen. So that'll be one podcast that we get to talk about that when we hear more news. But I agree. I think we take a hit more because of the tires, because of all the different style that is going to happen. I mean, we're going to see IndyCar have way more practice than we are. And a weekend, and IndyCar drivers are going to be like, what the heck? Why do they only get 20 minutes of practice when they have 4 sessions,
Are they
So-
even at the track? Like,
Yeah, they're going to show up on Saturday and be like, where are the Cup guys at? But, anyways, just good thoughts there. We will move into our picks. I kind of remember. Oh, there we go. Y'all see this?
no.
It's a load.
No.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Subscribe.
Subscribe down the
Y'all
bottom.
don't hear me,
Subscribe.
right? I just want to make
Subscribe.
sure.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you, Kyle. But
We got you,
I don't
Carrie.
know what happened.
we got a new points leader in our pick points, Damon. He will be picking last, of course. Cody is now dropped from like the top to the bottom. He will be picking first. That just goes to show.
He tanked on purpose, baby.
That
Smart.
just goes to show
Not a bad option.
what we got moving forward. So we can go ahead and move on to our Xfinity win pick. It is the GovX.
What?
Oh, O'Reilly. Dang
Uh-oh.
it. Sorry.
1 point.
That's a point. That's a point.
The GovX 200 on Saturday, March 7th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be 200 laps for 200 miles. It'll be on the CW, of course. And so, Cody, who is your win pick?
I had 2 options. I was thinking of. I feel like JGR has always had this first Phoenix race locked down. For some reason in the past races here, but I think it's just smarter to go with a guy like Justin Allgaier.
Boo.
Boo.
You said Allgaier?
DJ, who you picking to win?
The guy that I think he should have taken. I'm going to take William Byron.
So my pick, thanks. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and choose the driver that won the championship race here last year. I'm gonna take Jesse Love to repeat at Phoenix.
Top 3,
I did not
exactly
have
what I
Jesse
thought it would
Love.
be.
I'm gonna say it.
What are we saying?
Raja Caruth, winner.
In the
Didn't they got-
32?
Jordan Anderson. Okay,
32.
interesting.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna pick Carson Quapple. I do remember Hunter's O'Reilly picks in order. It was Allgaier, Love,
Said he
Well,
remembered,
it just be
folks.
Love.
I think his next pick is Sawalage.
William Sandwich.
But I'll double
He does
check.
end up getting Jesse if that's the case.
Well, my pick
No, he's
for
not. No, he's not.
okay.
Sorry.
If I could, can I talk? Okay, thank you. That's awkward. My O'Reilly pick will be a first-time winner in Ryan Sieg.
Ooh,
Ooh, I like that.
okay, like it.
I tried that at Echo Park. It didn't go well.
Well, this isn't Echo Park, pal. Learn Chinese.
I think I think we wouldn't have an issue with Hunter's pick. Like whoever was above Sawalage, and if it's not taken, that'll be the person. I'll make sure I'll go back and look at it. Sorry, my phone died. But who is going to suck at? Oh, I got to read the stats in this thing. Hold on, 1 second.
Yeah, what are we picking for,
I'm
man?
I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. It is the Straight Talk Wireless 500 on Sunday, March 8th, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is on FS1. 312 laps for 312 miles. Who is going to suck at Phoenix? Cody?
The second is going to be Bubba Wallace.
My suck pick didn't work out for me last week. He shut me up. But this time I got stats to prove he sucks here, so Tyler Reddick.
Ooh, okay. For my suck pick, this driver is only finished in a top 20 year twice in the next gen era at Phoenix. I'm going to take Ricky Stenhouse Jr. as my suck pick.
Wow.
I'm going to take one that just sits there. I'm going to take Cole Custer.
Wow, really?
Wow, we.
He's 1 year in
I
O'Reilly,
hope he has a
man.
good run.
I do too. I hope it's top 15.
My suck pick will be Ty Gibbs. He has not finished a race on the lead lap since he's came to the Cup Series here.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
You don't have to pause.
I do.
All right, come on.
What? What's funny?
Since he did
Move
what?
Move on. Move on. All right. Do you have hunters? Do you have hunters?
What?
No, Hunter didn't send me those picks.
All right. I have
His bad run pick is Riley Herbst.
yeah.
That's no.
I have AJ Allmendinger sucking.
Damn.
Nice.
Sucking for air when he got out the car Sunday.
Who is going to have a good run? Cody.
Too soon.
It's a flat oval. I'm gonna take Ryan Priest.
I think this guy finally gets this season back on track. I guess he kind of did have a good run last week. I'm going Denny Hamlin.
Good pick. This driver I'm picking, he finished 4th in the first race last year and 7th in the second race. And I think look out for Josh Berry to have a good run this upcoming Sunday.
I like that. I like
Well,
that.
Cody took mine. I want to be different. I'm going to take Ross Chastain to have a good run.
Awesome. My good run pick is going to be Austin Cindric. The flat short tracks is Penske's wheelhouse.
I have Mr. Dylan Allen's favorite driver having a good run. Kyle Busch.
Yes.
KMB.
One of his best tracks for him.
Who is going to win? Cody?
I'm gonna take the guy's hoodie that I'm wearing right now, Christopher Bell. He's gonna win at Phoenix.
It definitely says Jones, but oh no, it doesn't. It says JGR.
Getting Brother Reed.
No.
The Emperor?
DJ,
No.
Who you got winning?
We're going for the weekend sweep here. We're gonna go with the 24 car William Byron.
Wow.
Good pick.
It won't be as impressive.
Like Cody said, JGR's had a good stronghold on this first race. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Denny Hamlin to get redemption from last year and win this race.
Using some big names this
Nice.
weekend.
I know. I told you.
I'm about to keep going. Give me a driver at the same car number as my birthday, Ryan Blaney.
Ooh, okay.
Big names this weekend.
I am not taking a big name, but I am going to take
Boo.
DA's DA's.
You son of a biscuit, bro.
DA's good run.
You suck.
Josh Berry. Besides Gateway, where he crashed out, all his flat ovals last year, his average finish was a 5.3. Crazy.
He's a baller. He's a baller.
I believe Hunter's first pick is still available.
Good afford.
I believe it's Briscoe.
Oh.
Okay.
And if not, we'll we'll look at that after the podcast, and we'll figure that out. But
Very big names this weekend. My first pick was Josh Berry. My third pick was William Byron. So right down the middle, I'm going my second pick. I'm gonna go Christopher Buescher.
ooh,
He
let's go
wins.
with that.
Yes,
Mr. Busher.
Big names used
Buster,
this weekend.
Texas, with a population of
It's either
30,000.
Priest or Briscoe, so either one he's gonna get that for 100. So I'll double check all that. Anything you guys would like to add before we send off the stream?
Yes, we do. What are the stakes
Oh.
for this shot this week?
Alex Bowman doesn't lose his ride.
Alex
I make
Bowman
it?
actually finishes in the top 20 if you
If
make it.
I make it or miss it.
Make it, he finishes top 20.
Oh, okay.
This is one of his better tracks, to be fair. I knew he was going to do it.
All right, dang, dude.
See you next time.
I hope
Hey.
Kyle Busch breaks his leg.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Gee.
We had a total of 20 views over this podcast. So it was a lot more than we've had recently. So really good job, everybody. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks for tuning in.
We will see you all
Subscribe.
next week. See ya.
Subscribe, hit the notification
Peace.
bell.